Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
But other stuff was foul, particularly how flippant he was in saying it without any regard or sensitivity to black folks in Memphis.
But Stephen A., you shouldn't have a problem with that.
I have no problem with LeBron did, and I have no problem with Stephen A. did. If he wants to call out black politicians, go ahead. If LeBron wants to call out the city of Memphis for being trash, and it's a predominantly black city, he has the right to do that. It doesn't matter. We're gonna cry, gonna get our feelings hurt because the city is predominantly black, and it's not suitable for a professional sports team yet because the infrastructure is not developed there. There's nothing to be upset about. There's nothing to cry about. So Stephen A. Smith is calling out one LeBron James. And why am I not surprised is because Stephen A. Smith knows how this game works. Stephen A. Smith is one of the best in this sports media lane because he knows when an opportunity comes for him to speak about somebody, for him to have a feud, it generates clicks. And it generates, of course, attention to his platform, and it brings viewers to ESPN. And I don't knock him for it. This is the lane that people are in. It's no different than DJ Vlad. It's no different than Adam 22 or any of these podcasts or anything. It's just clicks generate a lot of attention. Clicks make money, and this is the business that we're in. So if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get you guys on track if you aren't, familiar with what's going on. But Stephen A. Smith's calling out LeBron James for his comments regarding the city of Memphis. Let's get into that Stephen A. Smith's take. If you're new, like I said, hit that subscribe.
God for white dudes on a golf course, knowing the cameras are rolling and videoing you without any regard for what kind of effect that would have on a black populace is problematic. Especially when I don't know if it was your sneakers or whatever it was that you just finished promoting months ago about black history and Martin Luther King and civil rights. I think you wore sneakers or something commemorating all of that. When I spoke about what this city needs in order to look out for the vast majority of its citizens who happen to be black that are living there. I did it right here on the mic and the cameras, with the cameras rolling. Dead serious as hell. Because I ain't trying to let nobody off the hook on that. I wasn't dressed in shorts, lollygagging on a golf course with a bunch of peeps that don't look anything like the folks that reside in Memphis. That's where it was foul. That was my take on it earlier this morning. That is still my take on it today. LeBron wasn't all wrong. LeBron said some...
So he's upset because he was with white guys and he talked about the city of Memphis, and Memphis has black people there. So he can't have an opinion on the city of Memphis because they have a majority black population, and he can't talk bad about a majority black city because he's with white guys golfing. I don't know. You tell me.
Very positive, very wise and on point things about that. But other stuff was foul, particularly how flippant he was in saying it without any regard or sensitivity to black folks in Memphis. Especially when he's got his I Promise school in Akron, Ohio, specifically designed to help uplift and improve the lives of black individuals and beyond from impoverished neighborhoods in that area. He clearly has sensitivity to those folks from his hometown. One would like to believe he has the same level of sensitivity to those folks everywhere. And I'm sure he does. It just didn't look like that on the golf course with a bunch of white boys surrounding him. Optics matter. Appearances matter. And words coming out of LeBron James' mouth about such a sensitive subject required a little bit more seriousness to the subject. Not just as it pertained to his words, but also his surroundings.
All right, guys. So as we just heard, Stephen A. Smith went on a tangent. I'm going to get into Matt Barnes' clip in just a second. I'm just going to touch base on what I just heard. So it seems like Stephen A. Smith's problem is that he's with white guys as he disrespected a black city, and he should be more responsible about a sensitive topic. I don't know when this became a sensitive topic, but I'll tell you right now, Anthony Edwards, plenty of other Kevin Durant, plenty of other people have complained about the city of Memphis because they're not really having the infrastructure around that city for a professional sports team. They're kind of outdated. That doesn't have anything to do with, LeBron's take. That has nothing to do with it. That's the city of Memphis. That's the state of Tennessee that needs to, develop or have some tax dollars go to building that area to make it more suitable for a professional sports team. Now, I don't think that's a sensitive topic. I don't think LeBron needs to be more responsible. Now, do I think LeBron was a little bit of a potty mouth? Kind of seemed like he was just out with the boys. Yeah, I mean, he was being recorded. Did he know? I don't know. I'm not sitting there saying he did or he didn't, but I don't think it was that bad of a take. And yeah, I'm defending LeBron on Tyler Rose TV. I know, like I said, everybody thinks I hate him. I don't, but I'm just saying it's not that big of a deal. But let's just get into what Matt Barnes had to say.
So I just saw a video of Stephen A. Smith having an issue with LeBron on a golf course with a bunch of white boys, as he put it, talking about Memphis and how they should move to Nashville. And if you've been paying attention on social media, it's kind of a trending topic right now. I played in Memphis, got a lot of love for the city, but there's no doubt that the city needs to upgrade when it comes to its facilities for pro players. But Stephen A., you shouldn't have a problem with that. You're talking about his words and what they mean to the black community. But you've been the same man in front of the camera for the last handful of months, disrespecting Serena Williams, disrespecting Jasmine Crockett, disrespecting Kamala Harris, and tap dancing for the whole Republican Party, the whole white Republican Party. But you got an issue with LeBron talking about a trending topic, and his words carry weight, and he doesn't understand what his words can do to the black community. Do you understand the bullshit you're talking and what that can do to the black community? We all used to have a lot of love for you, bro, particularly me, because you looked out. But we're not going to forget the bullshit you on right now.
Yeah, man, Matt Barnes is right. Matt Barnes is 100% right. Listen to me, guys. This is why he's right. I don't play the whole, the white guy or the white black guy. I don't do that. Those are worldly, political theater, social distractions. I don't play that stuff, bro. That stuff is just theater. It's made for us to be distracted from one another. So I'm not going to touch upon LeBron hanging with white people and saying something about a black city. That's stupid. That's really stupid. But what I'm going to say is Matt Barnes is correct, because Stephen A. Smith, you cannot call out LeBron James for talking about a black town or black city and what it means to represent black people and be sensitive with your words and all this stuff. You can't say that if you are the same kind of guy that does talk about other quote unquote black leaders or black politicians or whatever. Either way, it's calling something out, and that's the same breath as what you're doing. Now, I don't care about that. As I said, that doesn't matter to me personally. Not to me about this from personal views. That stuff doesn't matter. It's no difference than what LeBron did. I have no problem with what LeBron did, and I have no problem with Stephen A. did. If he wants to call out black politicians, go ahead. If LeBron wants to call out the city of Memphis for being trash, and it's a predominantly black city, he has the right to do that. It doesn't matter. We're gonna cry, gonna get our feelings hurt because the city is predominantly black and it's not suitable for a professional sports team yet because the infrastructure is not developed there. There's nothing to be upset about. There's nothing to cry about. So Stephen A. Smith, like I said, knows this game. What he's simply doing is just saying, this is an opportunity to take a shot at LeBron. I'm going to take a shot at LeBron, and anything that comes with it, comes with it. And guess what? Usually it's going to come with some dollar signs because my ad revenue going to go up from YouTube and ESPN. We can talk about it. It's just clicks, man. This is what generates money. LeBron James is one guy that can say something and generate some money. And that's one thing I'll say. As much as y'all think I hate him, LeBron James will be able to do that anytime. LeBron is in the headlines, LeBron gets clicks. Simple as that. Now, I've been pretty, critical of LeBron, but like I said, in this situation, I'm giving him his 100%. Ain't nothing wrong with what he said. He can say what he wants to say. Now, I do think it's a little bit of a potty mouth, and I think it was like kind of shooting the shit with the boys, you know, out on the golf course, swearing, telling you how you really feel. Now, he has the right to do that, but in the eyes of professionals, maybe in the sports lane and stuff like that, like, maybe that's not the greatest thing. Like, maybe, like I said, like, if someone else did it, maybe it would be they'd give him a pass, but it's LeBron, so we don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see like a Steph Curry doing it. I can see like Kevin Durant doing something like this. I can't see like Brady doing something like this. Patrick Mahomes, certain players that I feel like they wouldn't talk like this, or they would kind of just know if the camera's there. I'm not gonna talk like this. But LeBron say like he seemed like he's not caring as he gets older, and that's fine for me. That's perfectly fine. So these are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.